Hi guys, PJ here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to put RCA Pre-outs on the back of a standard factory fitted radio or an aftermarket radio that doesn't have pre-outs. Now you're going to need pre-outs if you're going to be fitting an amplifier to your vehicle, and a lot of the time the factory radios don't have that fitted. So to be able to do that you're going to need to buy something like this. This is made by Auto Leads and it's part number PC1601, and what that is basically it's got speaker wires on one end with an earth and RCA connectors on the other end that you can plug your RCA cables into. Now you're going to need to access the cabling behind your radio or behind the rear speakers of the vehicle. I normally go for behind the radio because it's easier to get at. This particular vehicle at the moment is an Astra. For your particular vehicle on how to remove the radio, you'll notice I've got a long playlist with all different vehicles of how to remove the radio. So go ahead and remove your radio so you've got access to the actual radio wiring block that plugs into the back of it. And if like this car it's all taped up, you're going to need to get yourself a pair of scissors and just snip along it to open up the cabling so we can get to everything. Another useful thing to have nearby while doing this is a little battery, an AA battery, yeah? And that's the easiest way of testing what wire is what speaker. You can do it with a multimeter and do it, the technical way, but as an easy way, because not everybody's got a multimeter, a battery is good. So what we're going to do now is just snip this open and pull the wires apart a little bit. Like so. On a lot of vehicles the wires are basically grouped normally. Normally you'll have a power block side, which is this side on this vehicle, and a speaker block side, which is this side. Now, if you're unsure as to which, sort of block it is, you're going to need something like a Haynes manual and just have a quick look at the wiring diagram to see what colour wires are speaker related. Now, this particular one, like I say, we'll show you how to test them, but they're grouped into pairs. Like I say, most Vauxhalls are the same. The end ones are rears, on this particular car. So we separate the end ones off there, both sides, leave the middle ones intact. And what I'm now going to do is just snip these and I'll show you how to test that that is definitely the rear speaker. There we go. So I've snipped what I believe to be the rear speaker. Now obviously, I've done hundreds of these over the years, so I actually know what colours do what, but for the purpose of this video I'm just going to show you what to do. So the end that goes to the speakers, not the end that goes to the radio, get your little AA battery and basically connect it up to plus and minus. It's going to be hard to do because I'm one-handed at the moment. Hold on a minute, let's see if we can get some light on the subject for you. Basically what you're going to do is touch it front and rear, plus and minus on the battery, and you'll hear the speaker crackle, which is not going to be an easy feat. Let me see if I can just get the camera to light this up a little bit. It's not going to. It's such a dark area, unfortunately, and being winter in England, it's very overcast. Right, bear with me, I'll stick it on. Okay, so we've got one wire at the bottom and one wire going on the top. The camera microphone should have picked up the crackle there. That is actually rear right speaker on this car. If you do that for the rest of them, you'll then know what's rear left, okay? Once you've got all of them stripped, we'll move on to the next stage. And there we go. So what we've done, this is your adapter with the RCAs on the end, We've crimped in the RCA speaker end, the adapter speaker end, into our wires that we've cut and stripped. Obviously on the other end we've got the male bullets ready to go into these to reconnect the radio. And always leave yourself enough cable, don't snip it right up near to the plastic block, because if you do you're going to be struggling with it, and if you make a mistake and snip the cable you're never going to get it back together. So give yourself enough cable and enough room. Go ahead and plug these in and do the same for the other side, because you need two inputs. I will quickly say this type of adapter is very much a way round the problem rather than curing it. Curing the problem is buying a new radio with pre-outs already in it. This is normally okay for a sub. You'll get a bit of a pop when you turn your sub on and off normally, but for 6x9s and stuff like that, if you're amping them up, you are going to get interference. Okay guys, so we now have, come here, our RCA pre-outs ready to plug your phono cable into, patched into left and right rear speakers, taped up. I'm going to tape the whole lot together so it's nice and neat and tucked away. And don't forget the black cable that comes off the converter here. this little black one. There you go. We've also put that into the earth connection on the radio, so it's earthed. Now this will minimise feedback, but like I say, it is a sort of going around the problem rather than curing it regarding buying one of these things. Fine for subs, not too great for other speakers. Depends on a car by car basis as to what sort of feedback you might get. The only other thing you're going to have to do regarding plumbing one of these in is your remote cable for your amplifier. You're going to have to find an ignition switched power supply in your fuse box. Now I've got many videos showing me finding ignition switched power supplies on fuse boxes for various reasons. So you're going to have to plumb a wire from that, normally using a fuse spur. And then obviously you want the power cable running from the battery of the vehicle through the bulkhead, and on most cars you're going to come up through the big wiring grommet that holds all the cable in, and then down and along the car, and then of course earth. And that, basically, on this mini guide is how to put pre-outs on a factory fitted radio. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.